Hi, I'm Donovan, and I'm going to guide you through some mindful movements today. If you're stuck at your desk, if you're in a chair for any reason at all, we're going to go through about a 20-minute mindful movement sequence that you can do to stay calm in these hectic times, connect with your breath, and maybe have some tools to center, ground, orient yourself, and just kind of regulate any stress you may be feeling. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Sometimes in these sequences, we use these affirmations, and I have a bunch of different affirmations that we often do here. So I'm going to show some of them to you. I am lovable. I'll read them to you too. I am lovable. I added a few for the holidays here. I am dear. I am lighthearted. I am twinkling. Listen for any of these that you relate to, that you might want to use. What we're going to do today is you're going to pick one, and every time you hug your knee into your chest or raise your knee toward your chest, I'll encourage you to say, I am. So I am lively. I am special. I am cheerful. I am awesome. I am loving. I am friendly. I am joyful. I am fabulous. I am good. I am nice. I am proud. I am fun. I have one of them. I am merry. People believe in me. That's not officially one of them, but my dad is Santa, and I added a couple Santa ones in there. I am awake. I believe in myself. I'm back in town. I am jolly. I am peaceful. I am well. I am powerful. I am creative. I am magical. I am happy. I am hopeful. I'm smart. I'm positive. I'm grateful. I'm kind. I'm calm. I'm focused. I'm brave. I'm strong. I'm worthy. I'm lovable. Back to the beginning. So I'm just going to pick one. Go ahead and pick anything that none of those really struck you, just pick one of your own. I am something positive you can say about yourself today that you're willing to say when we're doing our mindful movements. So I'm just going to pick a random one. I am magical. So put that somewhere where you can see it. I'm going to put it on my desk next to this picture of my dad. Propped up on my desk here. Get my tea out of my way. So we're going to start today by breathing in, reaching up, breathe in, look up, stretch your fingertips up. You can wiggle them. You can make stars. When you breathe out, you can fold forward and just let your body be soft. Breathe in and come halfway up. You can put your fingertips on the floor next to your ankles or on your knees, but you're making your back flat. And then breathe out and let your body go soft again. Just rest. Breathe in. This time, pick up one of your knees. Hug your knee toward your chest. Pick that I am. You were going to say, I am magical. And when we breathe out, go ahead and soften back down. Roll that down. And then breathe in. Grab your other knee. Hug it to your chest. I am lovable. Breathe out, and let's put that foot back on the floor and fold back over your legs. Breathe in, come up one more time. Go ahead and stretch up nice and tall. Make stars with your hands. Look up, shine your chest up. Breathe out. And we'll go ahead and rest our hands on our chest. So you can clap. You can rest your hands on your heart and give yourself a little hug. We're going to do that one more time. So arms up and out as you breathe in. Make stars with your hands. Stretch up tall. Look at your fingers. Wiggle them if you want. Breathe out. Let yourself come down. Rest your chest on your knees. Let your head hang down. Your fingers are soft on the ground. Lift up halfway, and your back is like your desk. Arms are straight, pointing down toward the ground. Breathe out and soft. Rest your chest on your legs. Let your head hang down toward the floor. Breathe in. Hug one of your legs. Go ahead and hug that knee. Bring it up towards your chest if you can, if you want to. And I am lovable. Or you can choose a different one. I am Mary. Go ahead and breathe out. Let your foot back down. Chest comes back down to the legs. And then we're going to breathe in. Hug that other leg on the way up. Hug it. I am Mary. Breathe out and let that foot back down. Chest back down to the legs. Hands on the ground or toward the ground. Breathe in. Body comes halfway up, so my back is like your desk. Arms are straight, fingers pointing towards the floor. Making stars with your hands down there too. And then breathe out. Let yourself rest on your legs. Breathe in. Stretch out wide. Making stars with your hands. Bring them up overhead. Look up at those stars. You can give a little clap on the way down for yourself. Hands are at your heart. If you folded your hands on your chest before, you could try doing it the other way. Give yourself a little hug. I am lovable. I am Mary. And now what we're going to do is something different, but not too different. We're going to go ahead and let your hands come down to your lap. Now just bring one arm nice and tall. Make a star with your hands. You can look up there. Let's bring the other hand pointing in the opposite direction. So now the other hand is pointing down toward the floor. They're stretching in two different directions. And now we're just going to lean over a little bit. Give yourself a nice side stretch here. You can point the hand that's pointing toward the ground, can stretch toward the ground. But let's breathe in to come back up. Look at that hand, breathe out, and let that arm come down. Now let's do that on the other side. Breathe in, bring your other arm up to the ceiling, and the hand that's pointing down to the ground, just stretch it away. So they're stretching in two opposite directions. And as you breathe out, you might want to bring your palm of your raised hand toward your head. And go ahead and lean down toward the hand that's on the ground. Just let yourself do a side stretch here. Your body might feel real different on one side than the other. There can be maybe just a different sensation or a different feeling of balance or not balance. And it's okay. And come back up, breathe in. Stretch up nice and tall, breathe out, and let's bring the arms back down. We'll do that one more time. So bring the first arm that you raised, raise it again. Other arm points down towards the ground. Stretch those hands into stars if you like that feeling. We'll go ahead and lean over. You might be able to lean a little bit more this time. If you've got arms on your chair, maybe you can use them to support you if you want to. Let's breathe in and come back up. Switch hands. And lean to the other side. And just again, notice if it feels different. Maybe you want to lean a little bit more deeply. Use the arm of your chair if you have one. Let's go ahead and come back up as we breathe in and breathe out. Bring those hands down to our lap. Now we're going to make a mountain with our seated bodies. So first you might want to wiggle your toes. Wiggle your toes and just notice how they're feeling. And then just maybe feel the connection between your feet and wherever your feet are on whatever's supporting your feet right now. So just solidly connected right there at the feet. And then just kind of notice, you might try wiggling your kneecaps or lifting your kneecaps, some people say, or flexing or tensing your calves. But just kind of notice the motion in your lower legs and the strength and stability in your lower legs. And then you might notice just try rocking your pelvis a little bit there and just find a nice neutral spot. It might be helpful to come toward the front of the seat of your chair to give you a little more balance here, if that helps. And you can lift your chest, roll your shoulders back just a little bit. Maybe lower your chin just a little bit, and just notice how you have a nice flat strength in your back. There's some stability where you're seated and where your back is raised and seated nice and tall. And we just get to experience ourselves being a mountain here. And so again, think about your I am, the one that you chose. You might press your hands into your thighs for a little bit more sensation of strength and support and stability if you want to. I am lovable. I am Mary. Pick whichever one you want. One more. You shout it out. Or say it, or whisper it, or think it. I am grateful. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open our arms nice and wide. Stretch your arms back and lift your heart. You're almost thinking like an eagle spreading its wings. You're spreading your wings. And then we're going to go ahead and keep lifting on the in-breath. Look up between your hands. Now imagine you're holding a balloon or a floating lantern. And now imagine that you have something to write with, a marker, a crayon, whatever it might be, paint if you like, and any color you want, your favorite color, a color that helps you feel cheerful, sparkly, glistening, merry, and write a wish on there, something that you want to let go, you want to put it out there. Just go ahead and visualize that. Maybe you think of drawing a picture on there. Now let's go ahead and let go and watch it float away. Bring your arms back as if you're pinching your shoulder blades together, lifting your chest, and then as we breathe out, let's let our hands relax to wherever they want to be. And now what we're going to do is we're going to raise one hand as we breathe up, like we did before, but this time I'd like you to pat yourself on the head or the back of the head, or even if you can, back of the neck or between the shoulder blades. Just give yourself a little pat on the back for being here for yourself today and taking a little break for yourself today. And then we're going to take the other hand and we're going to bring it with the back of the hand on the back of your small of your back, basically. So I hope you can see. I'll turn around in my chair. So this is what my hands are doing. So I can pat myself in the back, like I'm giving myself a little hug back here almost. I'm giving myself a little pat on the back. As we breathe in, we'll go ahead and lift the elbow that's on the top and maybe lift the hand that's on your back, the lower one, and see if they can come together a little closer. As you breathe out, lower your chin and look towards your belly button or your feet. As you breathe in, stretch those elbows apart, pinch those shoulder blades together, and feel the strength as you stretch from elbow to elbow. And then as we breathe out, let's bring our hands back down, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So now breathe in and bring your other hand up. Breathe out and let yourself pat yourself on the head, back of the neck, or between the shoulder blades. And then we'll breathe in and bring the other arm out. As we breathe out, let it rest on the small of your back. Again, the palm is facing out and the back of your hand is cuddling up to your back. Breathe in. Let's lower that upper elbow. Raise it high. We're making not elephant ears. We're making eagle arms. These are eagle feathers, stretching nice and tall. So stretching up that upper elbow, raising the lower fingers, the fingers of the lower hand up towards your back. So the hands are coming to meet each other. I can't touch mine together, and that's okay. I am grateful just to be able to move it and do what I can do. So we'll go ahead and breathe out and let our chin drop. Look down towards your feet. Breathe in. Go ahead and look up. Stretch those elbows to elbow. Raising one, maybe look up. Stretching the hands together, and as we breathe out, let's go ahead and drop those hands down. And we're going to do what we did at the beginning. We're just going to do that one more time to stretch it out. So we're going to breathe in and reach up. Look up your fingertips, make stars. Breathe out. Oh, we finally get to rest. Rest your chest on your thighs. Let your hands hang down. Breathe in. We're going to come halfway up. This is another thing you could do. You could rest your hands on your desk here if you have a desk, just to get that nice long stretch of that halfway fold. And then we're going to breathe out. Come to rest on our thighs. Let your hands hang down. Breathe in and go ahead and grab a knee. And we're going to go ahead and hug and yell out your I am. I am lovable. Breathe out. We're going to let that come back down to the ground. We're going to rest our chest on our thighs. Let our hands and head hang down. Breathe in. Go ahead and grab the other leg. Lift it up. I am lovable. And we're going to go ahead and breathe out and let that leg come down. Rest your chest on your legs. Let your hands and head hang nice and soft. Breathe in. Come up halfway. You can use your desk to help yourself have a nice flat back here, or you can come up and just have your hands pointing down with your fingers stretching toward the ground, however you want to do this. Then we breathe out and go soft again over our thighs. Hang down. Then breathe in. We stretch out and up, nice and tall and wide. Look up at your hands. Bring your hands together as you breathe out. It could be a little clapping hands, or it could be folded hands, hugging your heart, however you want to do it. We're just going to do this one last time. So breathe in. I've been close to the mirror so you can kind of see some different angles of this movement. Breathe in nice and big. Fill your belly with air and look up. Open your eyes nice and wide. Make sparkly stars with your hands. Breathe out, fold over, rest. Breathe in, halfway up, straight back, however you want that to be, with the support of your desk or just pointing, actively stretching toward the ground. Breathe out, fold down, let yourself rest here for a moment. Breathe in, hug one knee. I am magical. I've been saying I'm lovable all this time. I guess that's true too, but my affirmation is I'm magical. Okay, breathe out, let that go. Fold over and rest on your legs. Grab the other leg. I am magical. Breathe out, let's fold over. Breathe in, halfway up. So flat back. Breathe out. We're going to fold down, rest our chest on our legs. Let our hands and head be soft, and then breathe in. Stretch out. Stretch those fingers. Stretch up. And then as we breathe out, we come back down to center. Rest your hands. Again, you can clap. You can change the position of your hands and rest your hands on your chest for a little hug. I am magical. And then we're going to do one more. I got that wrong. You know what? The thing that I was calling eagle arms before, that was elephant ears. So we're going to do the eagle arms now. Okay. It's the point is we're doing mindful movements, and even if I mess up the names aren't important. The movements are important. So some folks call this elephant ears. No, wait, we just did elephant ears. Some folks call this eagle arms. We're going to do eagle arms. So what I meant to do was what we're going to do is cross one leg, just cross one leg over the other. That's it. And then bring, as you breathe in, bring the let the arm that's on the same side as the top leg, bring that over so your elbow and your knee are in line with each other. And you're making a star with your hand. You got a nice, straight, strong, long line of energy here. And then what we're going to do is going to bring the other arm on top of that, and we're going to cross. Well, we could just bend the elbows. Now, as you breathe in, you can see if you can bring your palms together. You don't have to. You can leave it like this. That's totally okay. If you want to try it as you breathe in, you can do this. As we breathe out, we're going to bring those elbows down to our belly and just look down. You breathe in, raise your arms, look up. Breathe in, let the arms come down to the belly, and just rest here looking down, and then breathe in. We'll go ahead and stretch out. We'll go ahead and breathe out and come to a neutral position again. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So cross your other leg on top and stretch as you breathe in. Stretch that arm so that your elbow and your knee are lined up with each other on the same side. And then we'll go ahead and breathe out and bring our other arm to rest on top. Breathe in and go ahead and bend the elbows and point those fingers up. You could breathe out and bring the hands together if you want to, or you can just leave them like this, whatever works for you. And then as we breathe in, we'll go ahead and we'll stretch up. Eagle feather is pointing up to the sky. You might look up. And then as you breathe out, let your elbows come down toward your belly and look down toward your elbows or your legs. Breathe in. Let's stretch that eagle feather up one more time. And breathe out. Let your shoulders relax. Bring your elbows down to your belly. Look down. And then we'll go ahead and just unfold our eagle wings there. Go ahead and unfold your legs. And now what we're going to do is, a bowl full of jelly belly is what runs in my family. So this is a little bit hard for me, but we can use our core muscles to help us. We're going to get in a boat. So what I need to get into a rowboat is what I found out on this chair, because it's kind of a bucket chair. So I'm just sharing that to say whatever works for you, adjust your boat. It can be any kind of boat. What we're going to do first is we're going to bend our legs and just bring our feet off the floor. So you might have to lean back a little bit to get some balance here. And then you might be able to start to raise your legs a little bit. You might be able to point your hands towards your feet. Or like me, I have to, if I'm going to raise my feet, these have steel toes. These steel toe boots, they're really heavy. I have to have oars to help me balance. Ooh, notice the shaking. We're letting go of fear. Let's breathe out and relax that. Okay. I wanted to show it to you first before we get in the boat again. So we're going to try that one more time. We're going to connect the movement with the breath and make the adjustments you need to make. It's okay. It's okay to wobble. The boat is rocking. It's okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to inhale. You lean back a little bit and start to lift your feet off the floor. You might want to find your balance now. I know I do. Exhale and bring your oars out or your sail up or whatever you want to do. Inhale and bring your legs up a little bit. See if you can use those core muscles. Woohoo! Breathe out. Breathe in. Let's take one more breath. Oh, and breathe out. And let's relax that boat. Let's get out of that boat. Okay. Now I'd like you to get comfortable. So you might, if you've been on the edge of your seat, you might want to lean back in your seat now and get comfy. If you'd like to cross your legs when you're relaxing, feel free to do that. Just get comfortable. That's what this part's all about, because we're going to close the sequence now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to hum. And it's just going to help us be a little more connected with the feeling of our breath. And that's the thing that you can do anytime Obviously, if you're around other people and you're self-conscious about it, you can do it very quietly. People in an office I used to work in used to think I was growling because I would do the humming, but I had to explain to them I'm humming. So if you're alone, definitely this is a way to really connect with your breath. So let's go ahead and breathe in nice and deep, filling the belly with air quietly. So you might want to breathe in through your nose if you can, or you can breathe in through your mouth. Fill your belly with air as much as you can. Feel it expanding like a balloon. And then as you breathe out, keep humming as long as you can. Feel that belly pushing the air out. Almost like the belly button is about to kiss the back of your back, right? The kissing the spine, some people call it, but your belly button's getting closer to your back. Now let's take another deep breath. Fill up with air. If you want to, you can even stretch your arms if that helps you fill up with more air. Whoops, not yet. Sorry. We're breathing in. Expanding, expanding, expanding. Oh, and breathing out. And as you're humming, just let every muscle in your body relax. Start to sink back into your chair. Let your feet be soft on the floor. Go ahead and breathe naturally. And we're going to go ahead and take one more deep in breath. Fill that belly with air. This is just how I like to do it. And then hum. Let your body go soft while you hum. Shoulders come down and relax. Chin can come down. And that is mindful movement. Thank you for joining me today. I'm probably going to try to do this again so that I can get a little bit more used to doing this, but thank you for joining me today for mindful movement. I appreciate it.